Hello and welcome to my video lecture classes. I am your faculty Dipankar Ghosh. In my previous videos of production technology, already we discussed about our up to locating and clamping. Let us start with the today's video with principle of location. So let us consider a rectangular block is free to move along the axis of, here you can see in the slide, AB, CD and EF. The body can also rotate about these axes, and thus the total degree of freedom of a body along which it can move is 6. In order to locate the block correctly within a jig, all these 6 movements must be retained by arranging suitable locating points and then clamping the block in this position. So here you can see, if the rectangular block is moving in the space, then what's happened? It can move in this direction. That means the total degree of freedom is 1. In this axis, that means in y-axis, it can move like that. So is 2, and in this direction also. So x direction, y-axis and your z-axis. And also it can revolve in these axes. So therefore we conclude that the total degree of freedom of this block is 6. So let us discuss about the 3 to 1 point location of rectangular jig. Let us assume that the above block is made rest on several points on the jig body as in the figure, in this figure. This bottom of the block, this bottom of this block is supported against these 3 points A, B and C. The rear of the block is supported with the 2 points. Here is the 2 points. You can see or you can visualize by this slide also. And the side of the block, this is rest against a single point. Now it will be clear that the downward movement of the block along CD is rested by these 3 supporting points. The movement along EF and AB axis are rested by the double and the single points respectively. The rotary movement of the block about AB, CD and EF axis are also rested by the bottom, back and side pin. The 6 points thus serve to locate a block correctly while rested all its movement. Due to this, all the degree of freedom can be arrested by means of a clamping device. The above method of locating a workpiece in a jig or fixture is called 3 to 1 principle, or in some of our books it is written as your 6 point locating principles. So this is all about your 3 to 1 locating of rectangular jigs. So let us discuss about the next article as per our syllabus, which is known as types of jigs. The quality, type and complexity of jigs depend upon the type of work to be machined and the scale of production required. The various types of jigs are discussed below. You can find it in the slide also. These are template jig, plaque type jig, open type jig, channel jig, leaf jig and finally box jig. So let us discuss about template jig. The template jig is the simplest of all types. It is simply a plate made to the shape and size of the workpiece with the required number of holes made it. It is placed on the workpiece and the hole will be made by the drill, which will be guided through the hole in the template should be hardened to avoid its frequent replacement. This type of jigs is suitable if only a few parts are to be made. So here you can see this is the workpiece and this is the template. So in the template already a hole is previously prepared. So the tool is only needed to be passed in between these holes. So automatically the workpiece is exactly holed where the hole is present in the template. So this is all about your template jig. So let us discuss about the next, which is known as your plate jig. Template jig and plate jig are same, but only it will vary by using a bushings. This is an improvement of the template jig. In place of simple holes, drill bushes are provided in the plate to guide the drill. The workpiece can be clamped to the plate and holes can be drilled. The plate jigs are employed to drill holes in large parts, maintaining accurately spacing with each other. So what's happened by using this simple modification in the case of template jig, we can increase the life of this template only by changing this bush. So you can say plate jig and template jig both are same, only they can separate by only using a bushes, which increase the life of the template. So next discuss about the another type of jig, which is named as your lip jig. A lip jig is shown in this figure. You can see here. It consists of a lip or a plate. Here is the plate, hinged on the body at hinged point. Here is the point, it is rested in here. And the lip may be swung open or closed on the work for loading and unloading purpose. The work is located by the bottom and is clamped by a set of screw. You can see here these are the two screws what we are using, and finally the tool, that means the drill bush, is guided through this bush. So this is all about your lip jig, or you can say open types of jig. So let us discuss about another jig which is named as channel jig. The channel jig is a simple type of jig having channel like cross section. This is the channel like cross section. The component is fitted within this channel, is located and clamped by rotating the knob. This knob is used for clamping and unclamping of the workpiece. The tool is then guided through this drill bush. It is a simple type of jig having channel like cross section. The work is fitted within the channel and is located only by screwing and unscrewing the knob. So let us discuss about this lip jig. Here we are having this, it consists of a lip. Here this is so called a lip, and or a plate hinged on this body, hinge at the hinge point. It is also a sort of open type jig in which the top plate is arranged to swing about a function of point so that it is completely clear the jig for easy loading and unloading of the workpiece. That means when you open this, so for the easy removal of the workpiece, it is this type of lip jig is used so that clamping and unclamping operations can be easily performed by the operator. The drill bushes are fitted into this plate. Here the drill bush is already fitted in this lip, you can say, and when this after opening this knob, we swung this lip to the open side so that the workpiece can be easily removed from this lip jig, and again another new workpiece can be reloaded here, so that to easy it should be convenient for the worker to locate it. Thereafter we close this lip and again we put this clamp on, and after that the bushings are used to guide the drill bushings. So this is all about your lip jig. Thank you.